I want you to pretend like you are taking the EOG and you are in the calculator active section, meaning you're allowed to use a calculator, you've raised your hand, you've been given a calculator. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the calculator. This is the official North Carolina EOG calculator. And we're just going to keep in mind that as we complete this problem, we can use the calculator to help us. Let's read the problem. Lucas read 30% of his book containing 480 pages. What page is he going to read next? So the first thing that I notice is this is a percent problem. So I'm going to record 30% like this and just remind you that the word cent means 100. Think of a century. A century is 100 years. So cent means 100. So that means 30 per 100. That's how you write 30%. Then from there, I'm going to set 30 over 100 equal to an additional fraction. And I'm going to recall that the numerator is the part and the denominator is the whole. Then I need to figure out if I have been given the part or if I have been given the whole. So I look back at the problem. Lucas read 30% of his book containing 480 pages. So we are being told that his entire book, the whole book, is made up of 480 pages. So we are being given the whole, and we are being asked to find the part. So I'm just going to put a variable in for the part. And a variable is just a symbol that represents a number. So now, to figure out the part, I need to think about what do I need to multiply 30 by to get to x. So I'm going to use a dot for multiplication, and I'm multiplying by I'm not sure. So we need to figure it out. And how we figure it out is we figure out, well, what did we multiply 100 by to get to 480? And to figure out how much we multiply 100 by to get to 480, we're going to undo the multiplication by using the inverse operation, and we're going to divide. We're going to take the 480 and divide it by 100. So I'm going to use the calculator at this point, and I'm going to type into my calculator 480 divided by 100. So 480 divided by 100 gives me 4 8/10. So that means that I must have been multiplying by 4 8/10. So then that would mean that I need to multiply 30 by 4 8/10 to figure out x. So I do want to check and make sure that I figured this out properly. So let me show you a quick way to check it. So if I want to check it, I just go back to the calculator and type in 100 times 4 8/10, and I get 480. So that is correct. I did multiply by 100 by 4 8/10 to get 480. So I would multiply 30 by 4.8 to get the part. Because basically what we're doing here is we're creating equivalent fractions. Remember, you have to multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same number to create an equivalent fraction. So now I have my calculator, so I can just type in 30 times 4 8/10. So 30 multiplied by 4.8 or 4 8/10, we get 144. 144 is what x equals. So x equals 144. So Lucas read 30% of his book containing 480 pages. So if he read 30%, he read 144 pages. Now, if I did not follow the test-taking strategies that I've taught you this year, then I would probably select C, which is not correct. Now let me remind you of the test-taking strategies I've taught you. First, I taught you when you think you have the answer, you should reread the question. Okay, so I'm going to reread the question. What page is he going to read next? Also, I said that a good test taker reads all the answer choices before making a selection. So 236, 145, 144, and 30. Well, what page is he going to read next? Well, if he's read 30%, if he's read 144 pages, the next page that he's going to read is page 145. So the answer is actually B as in baseball, 145.